What's up guys, this is Bastian here coming at you with another unboxing video going back to Dragon Ball Super card game, and this is quite a long overdue review to be honest with you guys. I mean the Ultimate Deck did come out some time ago now, but I was going through YouTube and there aren't really any unboxings like you see many channels talk about the upgrades to the decks and what to do with them, but nobody's really shown off what's actually in the deck. Um, this is quite a delayed delivery. I've ordered this some time ago. So let's just crack it open. Let's see what's in there. Just really quickly going to show you the deck list. Ultimate deck um, with the Towa starter, 51 card, silver foil structure deck, BE16 coded English version. Let's check it out. So haven't got the trusty scissors here today, but what we're going to do is just really crack this open real quick. There's no pretty way to open this, I'm not gonna lie. I do like where they've gone with the packaging. Certainly if you guys think back just a couple of years ago, plastic see-through front cover showing off a picture, just a lot more packaging material. They are using a little bit more glue, this kind of sellotape type of thing, but at least they've gone away from using that plastic front, which I think is pretty cool. It's environmentally friendly. It's kind of things that we want to see uh, happening more across card games in general. Getting away from using plastic at all means. So what you get here is you get obviously the Ultimate Deck. Now definitely if you want to have a fun time, pick up two of these, combine them together, and you also get a booster with your deck. So this is what you get. It's not expensive. It's really worth the investment. I mean, those of you who follow my channel, you guys know that I'm not really mingling with Super anymore just because of the constant price hiking, constant buyouts, and the constant power creep in the game. But even this, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I really like this because it's all foil as well as everything else, so you get a good bang for your buck kind of thing. Towa, quite a specific leader in a way that it works really well with what's in the deck. Obviously, makes sense. Um, but there aren't like a huge amount of cards at this point in time that will also slot into this deck pretty well. There's a lot, but not a huge amount. But you do get a very complete picture here as to what you find. So for starters, we have two Dark Shenron Tyrannical Savior. This guy just functions really well in this deck. I also think that the card itself looks pretty awesome. I like how this Dark Shenron is just towering um, on the card. Um, to me, one of the highlights is really the 7-drop Dark Broly, accompanied by this 2-drop Dark Broly. The 2-drop Dark Broly basically will search for this, or there are some other Dark Brolys that we got in the deck here. But this particular guy is both, it's a red card, but it's also black in any area. So it can work really well with quite a few cards that are out there. And I do believe that in set 13 there will be black-red cards coming, not just black-red, but like black/color X cards coming out as well. So this guy searches and basically puts on top, and this guy is just basically putting up a really difficult question to your opponent, is whether they're going to be looking at discarding a card or sacking a card from play. If they don't do all three, then they basically lose a life into their discard, which I think pretty good. Um, it is still a little bit, obviously, as with many things nowadays in Super, it's quite restricted when you get to pull it off, but it's still very powerful. And the whole purpose of the deck is that we're basically looking at a rainbow deck. The leader makes all the basically all the sort of colored Xeno cards cost one less and makes their cost generic. so you don't have to worry about the fact that we're gonna have, you know, like red cards, green cards, yellow cards, um, blue cards, of course. In there with the leader, you can very easily just run the whole package. Although the Janemba part I could definitely do with maybe some extension from other sets. Um, but yeah, it still functions okay in this deck. We got two Freeze the Shadow Warrior, again, new card for the set. Um, we got actually quite a few different freezes here. This is where most of the core comes from. So like going into more like a green heavy build can be quite useful. We also have Majin Buu, the Shadow Warrior, along similar lines. Again, this is actually with the leader only a 3 cost. The freeze is only a 1 cost, which is pretty cool. And then we do have Lord Slugs in here too. We got 2 Lord Slug, the Shadow Warrior, and this is basically going to work as a 1-drop, a blocker that you get. We also have 2 Dark Dragon Balls, which allow you to basically um, to work with the leader, work with the Dark Broly, uh, and just really brings the whole deck together. Uh, to basically be able to evolve your Dark Slug, or not just evolved, because that yellow slug can bring this one out. That's realistically what you want to do. It's a very high cost normally because it's a 9 cost, and it's dual colors, so it might not necessarily be a very good payoff for you to start a game with this one. Um, but it is a fantastic card. It just does a lot of things that you would maybe not expect a pre-con deck to be able to do. Now, with that in mind, these are all the new cards that we get in this set. These are all exclusive cards, which is really cool that we get such a nice selection. But we also got some amazing reprints in this deck. So we got 2 copies of Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan, really good for particularly mono black decks to just get an extra life. And also you can punish non-keyword, put into the game, put into the battlefield abilities. We actually get a full play set of Freeze Dark Infestation, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's a rare. It wasn't like really difficult to find it before, but it's definitely nice to see the reprint. Uh, Along the lines, these cards are actually working along sort of the similar axis. So we also get a full play set of the Powermonger Frieza. Uh, Art-wise, what I really like is the Goku Super Combo from set 11, but I still very much prefer the Supreme Kai of Time from set 3 for any overround deck, because that card is going to be online from basically turn after turn 1 onwards. Uh, these cards, these Dark Broly's, do a really good job with synergizing with the Demon Realm Ravager Dark Broly and the new Mass Saiyan Dark Broly, particularly the 2-drop that can bring out basically any of these guys, because these are obviously 6 costs. This is a 7 cost. This 2-drop guy, this actually works for any of the Dark Broly's. So this is also one of the big core engines of the deck to be able to get a lot of these Dark Broly's out. I'm sure I don't really need to mention the importance of the Topo reprint, even though only an uncommon. Many players want to run it in their decks. It's a very efficient counter, um, and it really does, again, a great job in punishing our opponent with some of their plays. Same story for Imperial Inspiration Frieza. This card was super expensive. You go on eBay, you probably still see copies of this for £5 to £10. I've seen them on eBay. So you basically just get this whole pack value back in these 2 Friezas pretty much. And one of my all-time favorite cards, I really like Surprise Attack Frieza, still do. I think it's a fantastic card in the right setup. And normally where I used to run this guy, red, green, it's always performed fantastically, and just a surprise critical 15k is amazing. Um, Power burst. We not only get power burst, but we actually get quite a few counters. We get 2 power burst, and for counter attacks, we also get to Protector of the People. They're both good. They're both a little bit sort of circumstantial when they really shine, but it's nice to get the selection that you can then, again, as I said, if you pick up a second box, you can go either way where you want to take the deck with. Obviously, the leader is black, so it's going to work perfectly there. We also get 2 Super Kamehamehas, another fantastic card. I think it's more of a I think it's for certainly my play style. I will run this card more in a side deck, but then again, many decks do main deck this. There's no right or wrong really. I think it's a very solid card, and whenever there's space, it should be run. And then last but not least, we get 2 1-star Bold Parasitic Darkness in the deck as well. One of the green Dark Star Dark Dragon Balls that we get in the game. Um, Overall, I think the reprints work really well with the new exclusives that we get in this Ultimate Deck constructed deck. Um, I'm really looking forward to smash 2 decks together and just start, having a game or two with the new Towa leader. Um, and also kind of looking at older decks and see how these new exclusive cards work with older decks and older leaders, because there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot to these new EXs where they get. Obviously, we just getting a bit of Janamba support, getting Slug support, getting Dark Broly support. Dark Broly is already very good in this sort of set 11, set 12 era. So there's a lot of great stuff there. But again, as I said, I just wanted to go through the content of this ultimate deck to bring it to you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the Towa Ultimate deck. And up until next time, Bastian signing out.